Have you ever heard someone scream in a snorkel mask? Well, that's me. It's not a cow. But more on that crazy experience later. In last week's video, we embarked on the long journey to Oahu, Hawaii. From the breathtaking scenery of the island to the sobering history of Pearl Harbor, we crammed a lot into our first 2 days. Now, in today's video, we are on the Big Island. This island is really special and so unique. And the main reason we came to Hawaii in the first place lies on the slopes of the Uwalai volcano.
I had no idea that it's that intensive.
Good morning from the Big Island. We came to this, like a resort, like a timeshare thing. We're not a part of it, but it was on Airbnb. And it's pretty nice, really like it. I'll do a tour later, but we're off to the beach, let the children play, and then we have to take naps this afternoon because we have been pushing the children so stinking hard with very little sleep, late nights, going. So that's the plan. All right, here's our house. So we came out to a beach that is one of the best places to snorkel offshore right here in Kona, and they're actually only open yet today. They're shutting it down for some reason the rest of our stay, so we came out here to get some snorkeling in where we don't have to go on a tour. Nolan's going out to check some things out, and then hopefully him and Xander can go for a bit, and then I'll go. But there's this really nice little shallow area the children can play in. That's perfect.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark. Daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Safe at last, safe at last, safe at last, safe at last. It's the end, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end.
Look at that. Thank you. It is Wednesday afternoon, actually evening, and we're heading up to Mauna Kea, I believe is how you say it, observatory. We have no idea if it's actually going to be able to see anything. It's cloudy looking down here, but hopefully we can rise above the clouds, watch the sunset. We are pushing it a little bit for time because we stopped in 8, and I'm a little bit nervous about getting sick. The altitude is what, 13,000 feet?
I think so, yeah.
Keith and Rachel are with us, and then the kids are all the way in the back, so we're off. We had about an hour and a half drive from Kona, the area where we were staying, to Mauna Kea. The drive to Mauna Kea was so fascinating as the landscape continued to change. The lava fields made it feel like you were on another planet, and there was something oddly satisfying about the contrast of the black rocks against the brown of the dry grasses. As we got closer to the volcano, which is more in the center of the island, this rocky landscape gave way to dry grasslands where one could easily have guessed they were driving through one of the western states on the mainland. I'm just hoping this isn't all fruitless and we're just heading into rain. Feels a little bit like maybe we won't get any kind of sunset, but we shall see. So it was like cloudy, rainy. We popped up over the top of a ridge, mountain, whatever, and suddenly it's just clear. I think we're gonna have amazing views. Anyway, this is just quite the scenery. It literally looks like we're out west in Nolan's home area in Oregon, kind of. Mauna Kea is the tallest volcano on the Big Island of Hawaii, rising 13,803 feet above sea level. It's even taller than Mount Everest if measured from its base on the ocean floor. Today, it's a world-renowned site for stargazing with some of the best observatories on the planet. What's amazing about Mauna Kea is that you can go from sea level to over 13,000 feet in just a couple of hours. But with such a rapid ascent, you have to be careful as many visitors experience altitude sickness. This is crazy. We stopped at the visitor center. I'm not sure, I think we're 9,000 feet up right now. You're supposed to stop for a bit and get acclimated, but you're rising up above the clouds. It is so pretty. I'm hoping we still make it up in time to have some time to see the sunset and no one gets sick, but we're waiting. We have to talk to people here for some reason. We still have like 10 miles to go and it's all winding switchbacks. Look at this. Ah! Oh my word! this crazy? We are just going straight up the last 3,000 feet. Woo! It's just freaky. We're doing switchbacks. So far, I'm not like feeling sick too bad. However, they had really advised the children don't come up here because of things where the brain can swell and they go purple and blue and have to go to a hospital to be treated. So Nolan so kindly stayed behind. I told him I would, but he's like, no, you're the one that wants all the pictures. So he stayed down at the visitor center, which they still get a good view. But this is insane. I'm so glad he let me come up. He's always sacrificing for his wife. Oh man, I wish Nolan could be along for this. I miss Nolan like crazy and wish he could have been along for this wild experience. We slowly climbed up the twisting switchbacks, eyes wide in amazement at the incredible height we were reaching so quickly.
Don't look. Stay over here.
When we finally reached the summit, ready to watch the most incredible sunset of our lives, things took a turn for the worse. This was crazy. I feel a little sick. Keith feels like he's about ready to pass out, so we might head on down here soon. But this is so pretty. All right, I'm feeling a little woozy. I'm fine. I think my friend might need to go down.
Okay, I thought I might have heard you say you weren't feeling so good.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I just felt a little bit queasy. Now I'm feeling great.
Okay.
Feeling a little weird.
Dizzy.
I don't know what to say.
So that's all quintessential textbook. You're not getting enough oxygen. If you are still feeling those symptoms, down below, we will want to get you hooked up to oxygen.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it.
Can I drive down though?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you guys? Thank you.
We're gonna head back down. He's not feeling good. I guess we won't see the sunset from up here, but that's okay. Thankfully, he began to feel a little better as we dropped even slightly in elevation. It was a breathtaking drive back down with beautiful colors dancing across the night sky and the moon making its appearance before it was completely dark. This was an adventure we soon wouldn't forget.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
That is just amazing.
Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing.
It is Thursday morning, and this is the morning that we are headed to the coffee farm. The main reason that brought us to Hawaii. Kona coffee is pretty expensive coffee. It's a really special coffee, and today we're gonna go take a tour. We're gonna go all around the farm and show you where the coffee bean originates from. So we flew all the way to Kona, Hawaii to bring you the story of what makes the Kona coffee so special. This is such a beautiful area. We're up on kind of a mountainside, dropping away down to the ocean, and we're gonna take a complete tour of the coffee farm here at Greenwell Farms. When we first launched Mama Java, I got to visit the Ramirez Estate in the Dominican Republic, where our organically grown Dominican coffee comes from. This was one of my top 10 favorite experiences of my life, and so being able to go with my family to Hawaii to discover firsthand what makes Kona coffee so special was a treasure.
So when it comes to Kona coffee, the two things I want you to know at the beginning is it has to grow in a particular region. And that region is called the Kona Coffee Belt, and it's absolutely ideal for the growing of coffee trees. Second, we have an exceptional fruit quality that comes out of the ground here. So really the advantage of growing your coffee in Kona is those two things.
This
Everyone
ended up
starts
being
with
one of the highlights of our trip, and if you wish to see the full story behind the Kona coffee bean, I made a separate video over on the Mama Java channel. Links to that video in the description. So I am standing among the coffee trees here at Greenwell Farms, and this is a breathtaking property. There is so much biodiversity. They have mango trees, avocado trees, pineapples, just the list goes on and on. And the story behind the coffee here, how it got here, is why this is like the perfect climate to grow coffee. It's just super fascinating, and I could just walk around here for hours. So if you have a really special occasion and you wish to treat yourself to a rare premium coffee, you can now buy 100% Hawaiian Kona at Mama Java. Let me know if you think it lives up to its price tag.
Have you ever heard of sleeping grass? Check this out. Come close. When you touch that leaf, falls asleep. Isn't that crazy? Good night. Now it'll wake up in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Look at that!
Every kid in Hawaii plays with that when they're a kid. They just like lay on the grass and put it on to sleep and find another patch. And before smartphones, that's how we entertain ourselves.
yeah.
Touch me not, or sensitive cat, or all those things.
I had no idea that it's that intensive. Like, there's a lot of labor involved with everything from planting and splicing trees together, or whatever they call that, grafting. You know, another tree shoot onto a different species of root stock. It's a really small section of the island here that's actually, if you grow coffee within that section, it can be sold as Kona coffee.
The stuff we're gonna have at Mama Java is 100% Kona coffee. A lot of times there'll be Kona names, like it'll have like Kona something or other, and it's 10% Kona coffee and a lot of everything else, so that's what the majority is. So anyway, just a heads up, if you want 100% Kona coffee, it's gonna be more expensive. A lot more expensive. So our friends, Keith and Rachel, are back at the house taking a nap, and Lexi's taking a nap, which is amazing. So we are coming out without a toddler, which feels so free, and we're going to try to see sea turtles at this one park. Supposedly they're often here, and maybe we'll do some snorkeling. Yeah, it's amazing. A friend of ours recommended this secluded little beach, and we enjoyed the afternoon there. Xander and I tried to snorkel without much luck, but we did catch a glimpse of a few sea turtles right offshore. Wow.
Is this a snapping turtle?
It's a sea turtle. Look at how big they are. Lexi soon woke up, so Xander and Nolan continued snorkeling while I drove back to get her. Later, we had a great laugh as Nolan told the story of Xander suddenly screaming at the top of his lungs and almost treading water in desperation. Here's Xander's version. Would you all be needing a ride? Xander, you tell me what you were doing.
Swimming with a whole bunch of fish and almost got snapped by an alligator mouth.
An alligator mouth? You mean a turtle? We're staying right in the town of Kona, and we're staying at a Wyndham Resort. The only downside to this place is it's a timeshare. So they have been trying to sell us a little bit on timeshare stuff. We just said no, we're not interested. We got it through Airbnb. I love the grounds and all the lush, beautiful tropical plants and trees outside. Our room here, we have the master suite. We have a big clawfoot tub here. Amazing. We just put the kids in it. Big comfy king size bed. We have the pack and play for Lexi, and Xander has a little bed that we made here on the floor from the couch cushions. There's another bedroom over there where friends are staying, and yeah, a shower, bathroom, right all in here. And then we have a door going out to the veranda. Like, the building itself feels a little bit like it could have a few updates, but actually nothing really to speak of. It's not like it's the newest building, but I really like it. I'll try to remember to have links below if you're interested in coming here. I'm not affiliated or sponsored or anything. Sadly, Lexi's not feeling good. She's got a fever. She had thrown up. I think we've been just pushing her too hard. Not enough sleep out in the sunshine and then coming into the AC. So I gave her some Tylenol. She had a nice long bath, and I'm hoping she feels better. Poor child. It just feels like every time we go somewhere, someone gets sick. Got your orange. Okay. I'm in the kitchen, very lived in. I'm just things collect, you know? I feel sorry for my friend Rachel that's with us because I tend to be a little more cluttered, I think, than she is. But I'm trying to keep up. But right now I'm transferring a bunch of photos. And Lexi's in the fridge. Lexi, what are you getting? Okay, one more. That's enough. No more. Traveling with a family can be very expensive. We are trying hard to keep it low. We got grocery pickup. We planned our meals ahead of time. We're mostly eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. Packing lunches for the road. That's been holding out well if we can keep to that. Groceries aren't that much worse. I mean, they're more expensive, but not terrible. Right now I'm marinating chicken for tonight. We're gonna have chicken and potatoes and salad. So yeah, I think we're trying to save money on food by grocery shopping.
Should I give you a potato bag now?
I think so. That night, Rachel and I walked to town for a girls' night together, catching up and of course eating some amazing gelato. When we got back, we realized we had forgotten the keys and were locked out, so we tried to get in by climbing over the porch. That door was also locked, so we still had to call one of the guys to let us in. Look at this view. Friday morning, we are headed down to more of the Captain Cook area of the Big Island, which is about 40 minutes south of Kona. We were tipped off that this is a good place to see spinner dolphins in the morning, and we're hoping we get to see them. So we have our snorkel gear. Lexi seems to be better. Hopefully her fever stays away. And hopefully Xander and I can go together and see some fish together this time. We still haven't gotten to do that together. But we're hoping for spinner dolphins. So during the night they hunt and then they come in to the bay areas, more shallow areas to sleep. Anyway, so hopefully we'll see them.
Time keeps on slipping like sand through my hands. I honestly can't believe I'm as old as I am. The moon keeps on pulling tides of this water. But who would have thought we'd have a bright-eyed daughter?
We have made it to the beach and it is just perfect for family and having a child along. We have a picnic table here we can put all our stuff on. There's a tree right off the beach for shade. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people here. We're here at probably, what, 9 in the morning. Anyway, we're gonna keep our eyes open for dolphins and hopefully we see some.
It's a beautiful miracle that the story goes on. It's a beautiful miracle between the sea and the sun.
Sadly, we didn't get to see any spinner dolphins, and neither did we get much snorkeling in, so later that afternoon, Xander and I decided to try again in another place. So it is Xander and I going out to try snorkeling again at a calmer beach. There's not a whole lot of fish coral, but it's more of a beginner location, so that might be a little better for him.
We are here! Yeah!
First day of spring, and I just wanna sing to everything that's moving, every single little thing. To them birds flying free, fish in the sea, flowers and trees, every little bumblebee. I wanna sing, ooh. To the kids playing hoops, going loop-de-loop, their rainbow-colored bouncy balls and their ice cream scoops. Got my shoes in my hand and my feet in the sand. I got 20 ducklings in a row like a little marching band, and they sing.
come up. That's a little tricky, isn't it?
Well,
you think Lexi woke up yet?
I know.
After Lexi's nap, we strolled around town for a little, browsing the shops and of course stopping at a coffee shop for a coffee to go. We were just biding time for the big adventure that awaited that night.
Goose.
And we had guests for dinner. Quite a few little colorful friends stopped by for a bite of our home-cooked meal. Xander tried to convince them to eat from his hand, but as tempted as they were, no one obliged. Lexi, come here. So my birthday was the beginning of April, and Nolan was wondering what I wanted for my birthday, and I said, when we come to Hawaii, can we splurge and go swimming with manta rays? They claim it's like one of the top experiences in Hawaii, and you do it at night. Our friends are here. They're going to stay home with Lexi. He's still not feeling the best, but we're hoping she'll fall asleep. Anyway, and we're about ready to head out, and I'm just so curious what this experience is going to be like, if Xander's going to be able to do it. Now, my delayed birthday gift was happening, and we were not prepared for the crazy experience that was waiting. Xander was quite nervous as we headed to the dock. We assured him all would be well, and he would be so glad that he was brave and did it.
My name's Captain Scott. Welcome aboard. This is Jordan in the back. You'll be your guide tonight. Rory in the front, our lifeguard. Woo!
But as we headed out, my mom brain was starting to freak out. It had been raining and the water was rather rough.
You okay with
The crew wanted everyone out of the boat quickly so they could keep track of people and keep us together. I hardly had time to help Xander get his mask on as they urged us to jump.
It's time to go, you guys. You guys go ahead and jump in.
Even for myself, it was rather eerie to leap over the edge of the boat into the darkness with the black swells waiting to swallow me up. I jumped. And if I would have known what was swimming right under my feet, I likely would have treaded water. I turned back towards the boat to see Xander's frightened face as he crouched to jump down to the lifeguard. But he did it without hesitation. I felt a mixture of pride that he had conquered his fear along with anxiety for his safety.
Hey, bud. Here, I got that. You want to come over? Tell you switch places or no?
Everyone swam out to a surfboard that had a large blue light shining underneath. This was to attract plankton, which is the primary food source for manta rays. We were instructed to hang onto the side of the board and put our feet up onto noodles so we could easily float without disturbing the mantas. As soon as Xander was beside me, I relaxed a little. However, he was so terrified that I couldn't fully enjoy the experience because I was worried about him.
You're doing really good, buddy. Yeah. Really good.
It wasn't swimming with mantas that was so scary, it was the rough water. It felt like the waves would tear you off the board and sweep you away, and it took strength to hang onto the rope. Even after about 5 minutes or so, when Xander had calmed down a little, he still refused to put his head into the water. He was literally just concentrating on hanging on. Once I had made sure that Xander was surviving, I stuck my face into the water and almost jumped out of my skin. Manta rays are giants, and the ones here in Kona can reach a wingspan of up to 18 feet across. Staring down into the dark abyss and seeing a gaping mouth appear from the depths was an eerie feeling. Mantas have gill rakers inside their mouth that resembles a skeleton. Combine that with the way they seem to slowly float through the darkness makes it feel like you might be in a horror film. Not that I've ever watched any. Did I mention that these monsters will come within inches of your nose? I'm pretty sure I could have kissed one, he was so close.
Not as rocky anymore. You want to go back? You don't want to just hang on here and watch? You're very brave. All you have to do is hang on to this thing. Go in? Okay.
After a little while, Xander and another younger girl were taken back to the boat, and I could relax more knowing that he was out of the water. And he had a lot of fun chatting with the crew.
We could follow the ocean. We could live in the moment. Born for adventure, made to run free. Days we'll remember with the world to see. Always ready to run when the wild's calling. Ready to run and we won't stop. We were born for adventure. Born for adventure.
I greatly enjoyed this once-in-a-lifetime experience. However, toward the end of our 30-minute snorkel, I began to get quite seasick from the waves and was simply trying not to throw up. My arms and shoulders were sore for some time after, but despite the seasickness and soreness, we were so glad we went, and I was proud of Xander for facing his fears. He was pretty spited later on that he hadn't put his head into the water. However, he still considers it one of his favorite memories from the trip. Wow, what a night. It is Saturday morning, and this is our last day on the Big Island, our last full day. And today we're planning to cram in a lot. We plan to drive a good bit of the islands. I don't know if we're trying to do too much, but we're going to go over to Hilo. We might do a south loop, and it really depends on how the children do and how they feel. However, this morning I am feeling a little sore in my shoulders. Last night was a crazy experience swimming with manta rays. Those manta rays, oh my word. They were huge. And one time the tail was like coming right down, right in line with my nose. I could have just reached out and tapped it. It was so close. It was the craziest experience.
It was awesome. I didn't realize they came that close. I never had one touch me. Did any touch you?
Uh-uh.
But that one was like, I was pulling up out of the water as far as I could because it freaked me out.
We had never been in a volcanic area before, so driving up the west side of Hawaii through fields of lava rock was a unique experience. There was something oddly beautiful about it.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because oh, it's a beautiful day. Isn't it all? So come on, let's play.
I'm loving this ride. Lexi fell asleep, thankfully. I just think she's not feeling that great. I'm so glad we took this route. It's a sunny, beautiful day, at least on this part of the island. What's so crazy is weather is just different no matter where you go, all within like a few hours drive. I just can't get over the crazy landscape, and pictures don't do justice. I try to capture it and you just can't quite get it. Lexi, stay back. So we are driving on the northern end of the island through the cowboy country, as they call it. Lots of cattle, pasture, grass, horses. It is just beautiful. I'm loving every experience, but I don't think we're gonna get nearly as far as we thought we would today. Lexi just isn't doing the best. I just think she's not feeling good, or that she's just had too much vacation, too much lugging her around from one place to the next. Our first stop on this island loop was the Waipio Valley Lookout. We initially missed our road, but honestly we weren't mad because look at the scenery that we stumbled upon on our back road detour. We have made it to this lookout and we're ready to go see what all the hoopla is about. Wow. If you ever visit Hawaii, this is a gorgeous lookout we highly recommend checking out. Waipio Valley is also known as the Valley of the Kings because it was the capital and permanent residence of many early Hawaiian kings. You can also drive down into the valley, which I think looks like a lot of fun, but there's only so much you can do in one day with a 2-year-old. Big bite.
Thank you.
Driving down the lush eastern side of the island has lots of options for hiking and enjoying nature. One stop we had been hoping to make was Akaka Falls, but given the mood of our 2-year-old, we decided to forgo the stop. Other options on this side of the island are Rainbow Falls, different botanical gardens, lava tubes, and the Hilo Farmers Market, which everyone says not to miss. We chose the latter for our next stop. Look at the stuffies.
Yes.
Oh, this looks good.
For you.
Well, thank you.
Burger and fries for the kids. This here is Hawaiian poke.
I think Nolan thought this was pork, but poke in Hawaii is raw fish. Not a fan. Okay, we are out of Hilo after many meltdowns. She is finally asleep, and we're taking the southern route, which is about twice as long as if we would have headed straight across the island. And it's going to take us through Volcanoes Park. Hopefully we'll get to see the edge of the crater, the rim. Traveling with children. What's your summary?
More traveling with a 2-year-old. It is pretty tiring. That's why I wear a loud shirt and a camouflage hat.
And sunglasses to hide your eyes. But it's good. I'm glad to be here with them. It's just today wasn't one of the best days. So we decided to come to Volcanoes National Park, even though we're not even hardly going to be here, just to take a peek at the crater. But it's a pretty hazy day. I don't know if we'll see much. Thankfully, Lexi's still sleeping, so Xander and I are going to go take a look at it, and then Nolan and I will switch off. I was looking at these weird trees. What do you think it is, bud? It looks kind of pricky. I think it's pricky. Look at those pretty flowers in there. Wow. I want to see lava. I know, but it's not active right now.
Mouse is here by the crater.
Yeah, you can stay there. She seems more chipper. Lex.
We're worried about Ander.
Ander.
Over an Ander.
Well, Lexi had about a 40-minute nap and she's much more cheerful. Reed is so tired. Because Lexi's mood had drastically improved, we were able to walk through the Thurston lava tubes at Volcanoes National Park. This was a highlight for the children, and I was so glad we were able to experience one lava tube while on the island. This is really neat. So we're going down into the lava tubes. It's raining, rainforest vibes. Is she pretty tickled? Oh, sorry.
It's pretty non-committal.
Wow.
We're in a big semi-tree here and all the horse. This will make a very good hideout, actually.
This is scary.
You did not scare me.
I did scare you.
Go wave to Mommy, say hi. Oh, hi.
Look at this.
What's that? She's right
This
behind
is
you.
called a happy face spider.
A happy face spider. Really? Oh, there's the. No kidding. Yeah. A lesson we've learned a long time ago with traveling is that it's better to do less and enjoy an area rather than trying to see everything and not being able to enjoy your vacation because you're always on the go. However, on this day, we forfeited this lesson, and I was so glad we did add on the Southern Loop. It was gorgeous, and our loop around the island gave us a taste of the many varied landscapes of the Big Island. We would love to go back and explore different areas more in depth. Our last stop on the Southern Loop was the Black Sand Beach, just for a quick look-see. So on our route home, I definitely wanted to stop and see the Black Sand Beach. It's one of the best here in Hawaii. But man, over here there's some strange looking forsaken buildings. Quickly checking it out. The kids are staying in the car. We're taking turns because we have to get back. But this is just a quick pit stop. Man, this is crazy. My preference is white sand beaches, but the stark contrast of the black sand and green trees made it look like something in a painting. So pretty. This is really, really cool. I didn't expect to appreciate the beauty this much. There's something about the black with the water and the green and the trees. It's just really striking. One of these guys that's doing coconuts over here, I just seen him shimmy up a tree and get more coconuts. This guy right here. After leaving the Black Sand Beach, we wound back around to Kona. This entire drive had been so diverse and breathtaking that I never got bored. The Big Island has so much variety, including a green sand beach, which is much harder to get to. Our friends Keith and Rachel were able to go, and I've included a few of their videos to give you an idea in case you'd like to check it out. It requires hiring a local to take you there on the back of a pickup truck. Sounds like quite an adventure. We have one more island to visit before we head home, and that is the island of Maui. There is one main reason that we chose to add Maui to our itinerary, but we will save that story for next time. Thanks for watching! And I was so glad we did add, and I was so glad, you better enjoy these videos. Ugh.